Bahamas.
We are going to make it right.
If you became a millionaire, would you keep working?
The commander is here.
What's going on right now is California's trying to figure out.
Don't eat.
Oh, I can.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is DZ. If you would buy some Bitcoin, it would please me. Today is Monday, April 24th. And yes, I'm back from the cruise. I should be more tan. I should be burnt. I should look like a lobster. But it's just the tops of my feet. How are we all doing today? Please hit that like button. TJ, did you miss the crew?
I did. I missed all of you guys. It's good. Good to have everybody back. Good to be back. I actually went and hit a little beach myself while everybody was gone. But yeah, we missed everybody. Glad to be back in the saddle.
Dude, speaking of beach, life's a beach because I'm looking at your jacket right now and I'm quite jealous of that thing. Where'd you get that jacket? That is pretty sharp. You're wearing the gold. There's 3 colors.
There you go.
The gold is my favorite.
This is the gold with black Bitcoin hoodie. It's feeling extra snug. You can get it at HitMerch.
All right. And speaking of HitMerch, you can also get this iHeart NFT. We love the JPEG Junkie. Shout out to the JPEG Junkie. So Ben, he'll be back next week. I'm going to be here. Hey, guys, I have traffic court on Wednesday. It's for, I had insurance, I swear, but they said I didn't have insurance. So, hey, I might have only one more episode of me, folks. We don't know what's going to happen.
So you're going to court and it's not $1 billion class action
lawsuit? It is not $1 billion class action. Ben is fighting the good fight.
Yep.
What district is he in for this court case?
I'm not sure. I know he's in Florida. That's all I know.
Okay,
Miami area.
He's in Florida. You know, hopefully, not or it's all bought and sold like some of those jurisdictions down there. I'm not going to get into all that. I almost went off on a tangent there. But yeah, there's some suspicious activity in Florida when it comes to court cases. Who knew? But let's hope everything is going to go well. And yeah, I don't think we have to worry about it being behind bars. Of course, we're talking about Ben here. All right, guys, it's going to be a great episode. We're going to do a little market watch. We have a little NFT corner. We have Frank on the charts. And I'm going to do a new thing. This is a new segment. No one even knows. I'm going to start spitting out some DZ lessons for you. So I'm going to end every episode that I host in the morning with just a little DZ lesson. Today's lesson on evolving. Are we talking about Raichu? I don't know. Are we talking about personal growth? I don't know. You're going to have to stick around to get into that. All right, let's get right into the show, guys. Make sure you are sub BitBoy Crypto here. Hey, if you want to know about Tom Brady, there's a really great video on this. You're going to want to check that out. If we go to videos, Ben breaking down some news. He's on the street, so he's going to bring you the heat here. So Memecoin takeover. People love meme coins. The meme coin season is, I know they're always short-lived, but it feels like it's back at least right now.
It's been fun. I mean, a lot of people playing with Pepe, Ginsler, a lot of meme coins flying around these days.
People talking about court case coming from Georgia. That is funny. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who. No comment. Good thing Justin Williams isn't hosting today, though. I will say that. All right. So make sure you're sub there. Also, guys, make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'm at 40,600. I'd like to get to 41,000. Oh, look at that. Just me and Kat. Shout out to the babes there, looking great. Whoa, 22,000 impressions, guys. Thank you very much. If we can get to 5 retweets, she'll make me my favorite dinner. So please someone just give me 1 retweet, and then hey, but I made dinner for her last night. Beef stroganoff were the best meals I made in a long time.
Nice.
And tonight, I got chicken enchiladas, salsa verde coming my way. Can't wait. All right, we're talking about the hoodie. Here it goes right here. Guys, the gold looks great in person. We said there's 3 other colors. There's the gold, there's white, there's black. I think there's also orange, so there might be 4 colors. And then we have the gold in reverse. Oh, wait, no, there are 3 colors, but black and white, gold and black, and then there's the orange one. So we have those 3, but this one is my favorite. And that's the one you're wearing right now, or are you wearing this one?
No, I'm wearing the one you were just pointing at.
Okay, yeah, the gold looks sharp, folks. You want to get on that. All right, hey, where are we at right now? Forecast, are we already ready for market watch? This thing is just rolling along today. I'm feeling good about it. We got the Frankie calves, man. Frankie, I did get a little burnt. I got burnt on the top of my feet. I got burnt on the top of my hands. I did spray down with suntan lotion, but you don't think about the back of your hands. I didn't think about the tops of my feet. I went in the water. Next thing you know, I was blasted there. Let's see. I might have to write up coin. Yeah, I'm going to have to type it in here. CoinGecko. I was on the cruise, and you know what, guys? I didn't look at coin prices, so I didn't have coin market cap up. All right, let's pull it up right here. That's what threw me off. All right, guys, right now, market cap, We're down a little bit, all right. We're now $1.15 trillion. Bitcoin, you know, is taking a little bit of a tumble from some of its earlier levels, but we are still above $1 trillion. I like that above trillion range. 24-hour volume, way, way low, but that is not that abnormal to see on a Monday. We're coming off a Sunday night. Sunday, typically going to be a lower trading day. Now only 36 billion. We usually like to see it above 50 billion in trading volume. So down slightly, down 28%. Bitcoin dominance still below 50. We're at 45.7%, and ETH coming in at 19.2. But even though trading is down, gas is high, making me think that trading volume is going to look a little juicier tomorrow. Gas is coming in at 60 gwei, meaning a lot of people are making some transactions on the Ethereum network. But if we look at the prices, Ethereum not moving too much. It is down a little bit, about 0.7%, but on the weekly, down 11%. So we are briefly flirting with 2,000. Is 2,000 going to be support? Oh, we off to the races? 2,200, 2,400, 2,600. The market said no. We're going back down to 1,800. And I've seen it in the chat. People are now calling for 1,600.
Really?
Beef performance fuel injection. No. There was no injecting or no. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. All right, that was clever. That was good. All right, XRP down 10% for the week. It is basically flat for the day though. Still 46 cents. Cardano. Man, it was nice when it was above 40 cents, but now we're coming in. You can kind of round up to 39 cents. Also down around 10% on the week, but a brief little bit of a green candle here. So that I always like seeing strong alts that are, even if it's slight. I like it when they're green, when Bitcoin is red. Does that say anything to you?
Yeah, I mean, I like what you're talking about, looking at things that move a little bit inverse or differently to the market, whatever the reason is. Obviously, there could be a variety of different reasons things would spike there, but yeah, that is something I like to do as well. Look at things that are performing a little bit differently than what everything else is.
People want to see that gold hoodie. Can you do the full cam for them one time? They just want full cam TJ in their face.
Yeah, we can do it. Hold on, it's just
TJ or BJ might have to remap everything after we do this. So
no,
this is really
there. Is this there? It is. All right.
That looks sharp, folks. That looks sharp. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels super good. Yeah,
okay, so it doesn't feel like a burlap sack.
No. It's extremely comfortable.
Extremely comfortable. All right, guys, if you want, you know where to go, hitmerch.com. All right, let's look at some more of these coins. So, guys, everything is little, like even Dogecoin's coming in at less than 1% here. Litecoin, we were talking about Litecoin before the stream. I think we know where that Litecoin's going. Yep. Avalanche up slightly. Hey, is it DZ Day? Because everything is red except Cardano and Chainlink. I knew I should have bought more than my 3 Chainlink over the week. So Chainlink also looking good. But let's look at the top gainers of the week. These are going to be huge pumps, maybe. No, it's less than 5%. Nothing's really moving today. We have Frax, not really fracking too much here, up 4%. We have Stacks, not stacking too much, up 3%. And we have Lido DAO up a little, about 2.8%. Chainlink, Nexo, Litecoin. So really not too much on the action. But if nothing's moving up, does that mean we have some huge losses? Is your portfolio bleeding alts, right? Is it bleeding Satoshis? Well, if you have Cake, it is. Cake is down over 12%. Injective is down about 10%. And then after that, it slows down. Arbitrum, if you're looking for some cheap ARB, it is now down 17%, pushing down 20% on the week. You can now get it for $1.32. If we look at let's just pull it up real quick, and then we'll move on to the next section. I think if we go about 3 months, it's going to be yeah, so... Guys, it's not the low. You're not getting it at 114. You're not getting it at 113. You know, if we hit all, I think that's about, it's as cheap as you can get it. But it is still, you know, somewhat of a fair price compared to those, because we hit a high of above 175. We'll just say 180. So if you get in now, could see potential 50% upside or 50-cent upside. And if you look at that in relation to that price, significant movement up 30-40% there. So could be a little bit of a move. I'm looking at Optimism. I'm looking at Arbitrum. I'm probably going to try to get more over the next 6 to 12 months, and then maybe cool off on my buying, just depending on what the market's doing. Of course, we do like to buy in on those big red days. All right, are we going to just roll into the Frankie?
Yeah,
Frankie
I think
moment?
we're ready for some charts. Let's get
Frankie,
Mr.
did you
Chaos.
happen to see Jen's message in Slack?
Uh-oh.
Oh God, I don't think so.
Okay, well, I'll say it off camera, but I mean, I'm sure the people want to know, how was the Candle Mafia? Did they go crazy? Did anyone get burnt? Did anyone look like they had candle wax poured all over them? Did you look like that? How are you feeling? And there's a rumor that maybe someone in the group is a little burnt. Is that true or not?
Oh.
Well, I actually got extremely burnt, guys. But Mrs. Candles was an absolute tomato.
Oh, gosh.
She absolutely burnt to a crisp. She's a little more fair skinned than I am. I get that Italian olive skin, so I usually burn once and then I'm pretty good. But this time, the sun really taught me a lesson here because if you guys could see my shoulders right now, if I just go like this, you just see like a plume of skin just coming out of my shirt. So.
And his onesie strap, like the tan line from his, not in a weird onesie, like 1920s powerlifter onesies. Yeah, his
like a Borat
significant tan lines on Frankie's shoulders there.
Yeah, luckily I wear pretty skimpy bathing suits. So, but yeah, guys, super happy to be back as I try to find my bearings. I think that's like the longest we've gone without doing a live stream. But yeah, we got some interesting stuff to look at on the charts. As you guys know, I did put one market update out while we were on the cruise, and I was pleased to see when we got back. I kind of checked in on everything, checked in on the price to see what happened, and price almost did exactly what we were expecting. And we were able to do that by looking at the value areas as we typically do. So let me go ahead and, actually we don't. Well, let me just get to trading view really quickly. But yeah, so as of right now, guys, as you know, we were trading up in that $30,000 to $31,000 level as I try to get this chart up. There we go. See super charts. Okay, so here we go. If we just go ahead and take a look here, I want to zoom out just a bit. Let's come out to the daily. And as you can see, right, we had this previous value area that we were trading in all the way back from May of 2022. Now, this is not my actual charts, but I'm just going to go ahead and put the levels on the chart here manually because I do remember the levels because I stare at the charts long enough to just remember where these levels are. But yeah, the value area high of that range was at about 31K, right about there. So I'll put a horizontal line right there. And then the POC of that range was at about $30,000 even. I will go ahead and drop that right about there. And then we had the value area low coming in at about 28.8K, which is right about here. There we go. Perfect. So we were trading within that value area, guys, which was a value area all the way back from May of 2022. And it was kind of the doorway to higher prices, right? Once we broke that level, we got that big move up to 31K as we were expecting. And then as we rejected this value area high, shout out to the premium Discord. We were looking, we gave this short setup almost to the dollar in the premium Discord, looking for a short from that value area high. Because typically when you come to those value area highs, you at least get a rejection down to your POC. And then, it is likely that you will come back down to visit your value area low, which again was at 28.8K. And during my market update, shout out to the candles in chat. I see you guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, it feels, I hate being away from the YouTubes. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. And I do see you. But that 28.8K level was kind of that level I was looking at in the market update saying this is the doorway to lower prices, guys, because if we lost that value area low, what would essentially happen is we could get accepted back into our a different value area where if I go ahead and pull it up real quick, right here we had another value area. Basically that we were trading in all the way through this 20-day range that was absolutely brutal, just going sideways. And that was kind of our previous value area that we were looking at. And we knew if we broke this value area low, we may be able to get accepted back into this previous range that was kind of basically between about 28.5 and about where we're sitting at now at about 27.5. So we were talking about how if we lost that 28.8K level, we know it would be at least likely to come down to the POC at 28K, and it would even be likely if we weren't able to hold that POC, it would be more likely than not to come down and revisit that value area low at about 27.5. We got off the ship in Orlando. I checked the chart, and we were literally just chilling at 27.5, and I was like, thank God. So yeah, that was beautiful. And really, guys, all we're looking at is the value areas, right? We had that previous value area up here where we know if we come to the high, it's likely to come back down to the low, and then we know if we lose this value area low, we're going to come back into that old area of balance, the range I just mentioned. And now we are kind of just hanging out at the bottom of this range, which is a very, very interesting level. Because if I go ahead and turn on our visible range volume profile, we'll pull up those volume bars on the side here, you can see this is a pretty important level to hold. Because if you zoom out here, Want to take a look at that giant volume gap that we have below us. You see we have this high volume node. That's kind of where we're sticking at right now. But if we lose this level, this is the new key level. This is the #1 level that we must hold. And it is coming in at about, I would say, about 27.5, right? If we start decisively losing these lows, more accurately, about 26,986. I believe that's the level I've been giving in the Discords. But yeah, this is a key level because if we lose this, guys, we do have a pretty big volume gap here that will likely at least bring you down to that $26,100 level. But you don't really have that much volume here, so it may not be that strong of a level. And if you lose that level, you are more likely to come down to that, to the 25Ks, right? A lot of people have been looking for that move to 25K. I don't know if we're going to get it, but this is a very key level. If we don't start getting a strong bounce here, we are very likely to fall through that low volume gap and hit those $25,000 levels. And if you go ahead and take a look at some of the higher time frames here, like the daily, you can see BitLab had been showing a little bit of a top here on your candles on the daily before that move down. Also got some bearish divergences here as well. But just, I'm not going to bother. This isn't my chart, so I don't want to waste time pulling up all the other indicators. But yeah, this would be marking a top, and we are not getting any blue waves here, which would mark a bottom. So I don't know how good I feel about getting a very big bounce off of this level. We also have a weekly red dot printing, as well as some red dots on some other higher daily time frames, which would indicate much more, and I wouldn't say much more downside, but could indicate, kind of more of a continued cool off here. So if we do wind up losing that key level at about 26,986, and we fall through this low volume gap, 25K even will be a very, very strong level to watch, as we would be coming down to retest these highs that we made all the way back here in February. Back in February. And then if we start falling through there, you can see we could come test these highs down here at about 23.8. So those are just some of the levels that I would be watching, but really your super, super key level of support that you must hold. Like if I had to make a thumbnail right now and it said key level we must hold right now, that would be the key level at about $26,986. And with that being said, guys, watch that level. Shout out to these new hoodies. These are sick. Actually, TJ's is my favorite color. That's like that cream. It's got the money bags on it. These are absolutely awesome. Are these on the site yet, TJ?
Yes, hitmerch.com.
Awesome. Yeah, so go check out hitmerch.com, and don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. Frankie Candles will be going live tonight at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after DZ hops off ATB. Speaking of DZ, back to you, bro. Bing bong. Super happy to be back with BitSquad and the Candle Mafia. Bing bong.
Back to DZ with the sunburnt. I tried to get him greasy, but he declined. He said, no. Only Mrs. Candle gets to apply the aloe. I said, okay, reluctantly, but it was all right. All right. Hey, Kelly, just to show off, if you just want to do a walk around behind me, you get to see the black with the gold, and big shout out to Kelly. I'm going to give Kelly a JPEG junkie or two because he watched my doggos. So
hey, look at
Kelly, whenever you get a chance, slack me a Cardano address so I can give you one of those in appreciation. He watched the dogs, folks. We said, you know what? We're not the biggest fan of getting the dogs on the couches. What did he do? He snuggled with the dogs on the couches all week. But that's okay. Kat was very, very pleased. Loved everything you did. So great job. Kelly, we love having him here.
Yeah, he's going to be on in just a little bit to do on-chain analysis with Kelly. So later in the show.
All right, you ready to get into headlines, baby? All right, let's start with a little Bitcoin action. Bitcoin Ether gained, but hold losses for the week. U.S. equity futures losing ground. Opened the week higher on Monday in Asia, but was boxed in below 28,000 after a slide over the weekend. The total crypto market cap edged up 0.16 in the past 24 hours. The total trading volume, though, was down 6% to around 30 billion. That was the number we were looking at earlier on CoinMarketCap. The hype for low market cap meme coins and NFTs following the stagnation of larger NFT communities such as Bored Apes has kicked off new price patterns in cryptocurrencies and NFTs, adding to volatility. According to an analyst from Forecast Labs, U.S. business activities in April were expanding at the fastest pace in 11 months, according to a report by S&P Global Inc. on Friday. But other economic data last week pointed to a slowdown in the labor market, retail sales, and manufacturing. The first quarter GDP is released on the 27th and will be another indicator of the state of the world's biggest economy. So we have, business activity. We're still getting mixed signals, but the meme cap coin is something I do want to touch on because we've seen this before. We saw it play out in 21. Didn't see it so much play out earlier than that, but you saw Bitcoin pump. Then you saw Ethereum, and then you saw these mid caps, and then you saw these alts pump. And what happened after that? Everything crashed. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it's just maybe something to keep in the back of the mind. If you're wanting to just go turbo long, oh, we got some red candles, just turbo long it. Just think about what history has shown us. And oftentimes after a meme pump, there's a major dump because there's just, kind of the money is kind of flowed out of the system. It's just waiting for that next injection. So just be careful out there, folks. But that being said, we love memes. I love meme tokens. I'm glad Ben's getting back into it. I've been kind of back into it. Bonk kind of ignited me. And then, I'm in a few others. Just having a good time riding, not trying to pump anything here. Maybe type in your favorite memes. We'll look at them. Let's share our meme tokens, but don't just yellow into because, someone, this will moon 1000x. Don't just yellow into it. Maybe, check out their Twitter, check out the tokenomics, check out the website, and just careful linking any kind of wallet. All right. Assessing whether Bitcoin can slide below 20K as FUD intensifies fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Let's see. Here's what we know so far based on recent data. The latest Glassnode alert revealed that the amount of Bitcoin supply that was active in the last 2 to 3 years just soared to a 2-year high. This meant many individuals holding Bitcoin had started moving their coins. Such an outcome suggests that many of them might be selling their coins in anticipation of higher sell pressure. I did see a couple of scary tweets when it comes to whale activity. Maybe we'll look into some of that later. Whales were trimming their balances since mid-April, according to the addresses, with balance equal to or greater than 1,000 Bitcoin. So these are whale addresses, and they're shrinking the amount of Bitcoin. The exchange inflows have dominated compared to outflows since mid-month. The outflows also increase, likely due to investors buying the dip. The rate of flow for both has been slowing down in the past 2 days, but, somewhat normal to see on a weekend. Here you can see the 22nd started dip. You go back 7 days, 15th started dip. You go back here, you can see that we just dipped and then it started moving up. So that's just kind of a normal thing. I wouldn't look too much into that, but volume looking a little scary out there, folks. How are you feeling overall?
Overall decent. I mean, I kind of was expecting a little bit of a pullback here. You heard Frank talk about 25K. Obviously that isn't too scary. If we're looking at 2019, we could pull back as far as, 20K. The one thing I was going to note on that chart you were just looking at, it is obviously, yes, it's deep dipping on the weekends, but it is looking to be a little bit of lower lows going there. So again, not too concerning. It seems to be on par for this timing of the Bitcoin cycle, but I agree with everything you said. Don't think it's going to be just up and to the right. Don't YOLO long everything right now. Because
where we at with the halving cycle, now's not really the time. Just turbo long everything. So just be careful out there. Now we might get a nice little double top. So we might move up a little bit, but just be careful with your satoshis here. All right. Well, you ready to talk about Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad?
Yeah.
We may have talked about this before. How old were you when you discovered his content?
I think I was 16 when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. My parents put me onto it as part of like a high school reading kind of.
Oh, great stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, that person's really into their meme coin. Hey, do your own research.
Yeah.
I hope it does well for you. The most scarce ever created with a low supply. Isn't there like one coin where it's just one coin?
I'm sure there is.
I think there is. There's a meme coin with one coin, so I think that one might have it beat. All right, U.S. to suffer devastating hyperinflation, war, and starvation as BRICS dumps the dollar. Robert Kiyosaki here. He's always a doom and gloom guy. Just always has been. Rich Dad, Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki is issuing a dire warning to Americans, saying that they're likely to witness one crisis after another as BRIC nations send their dollars back to the U.S. I don't know if you saw, I think 13 nations tried to join the BRICS thing.
Oh, wow.
It's just breaking. I think this happened this morning. According to Kiyosaki, BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, poses a major threat to the stability of American society, as the alliance of nations could trigger hyperinflation by sending their massive dollar reserves back to the United States. He said that hyperinflation is just the tip of the iceberg should BRICS nation completely abandon the U.S. dollar. He also predicts military conflict will contribute to a new American struggle to access the most basic needs. Out of all this chaos and the dollar going bad is going to come back in trillions: hyperinflation, war, starvation. He also warned that other countries are beginning to realize that the U.S. dollar cannot be trusted. Hey, is this our thumb? No, I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, the best hedge I've seen against that is, sure, they start trading everything that's not, you know, they're Brazil and China, they're using their own currencies. No one's using the dollar anymore. A lot of these things are still pegged to the dollar. As long as that happens, you know, you don't expect any hyperinflation as long as it's pegged to the dollar. Now, I'm not an expert in this. You know, a lot can change very quickly, but I'm keeping that in my back pocket when it comes to, you know, whether or not should I be panicking? Is it hitting the fan? I'm at the point where I don't think it's hitting the fan. John Jones, this guy's always on Doom Talk and never admits when he gets it wrong. You're certainly wrong about Bitcoin for a very, very long time. And then I think he told people to get in near the top. I'm not sure on that. When did he tell people to get in on Bitcoin? Do you remember? It's above 20, I would say.
I think I'm trying to remember when I saw him really start talking about Bitcoin a lot. I know it's been a long time. I want to say it was near 2020. So I want if it was 2019,
so after the 17 low.
Yeah, I think it was
high.
It could have it could have been in 2018, but I want to say it's 2019 or 2020, but I don't quote me on that.
Okay. All right. I'll have to check into that. Maybe someone might know when he was saying jump on it. All right. Speaking of jump on it, I like to jump on some Cardano every week. I get those staking rewards every 5 days. Cardano's wrapped Bitcoin testnet launches as +2 network. Details. I'm seeing more and more people talk about Cardano when it comes to DeFi. A project, Aneta BTC, a project that seeks to bring on-chain wrapped Bitcoin to Cardano and Ergo, has announced the testnet is now live. They want to bring Bitcoin liquidity into Cardano and Ergo to contribute to the anticipated DeFi explosion of these leading blockchains. Thus, the launch of the testnet, which allows the minting of CBTC as a Bitcoin asset on Cardano, is seen as a plus for the Cardano blockchain. They continue in its build to build crucial infrastructure for the Cardano ecosystem, and a key part of its approach is writing smart contracts that send Bitcoin to a vault if a user wants to mint CBTC. Upon minting, they'll be able to use it as a Bitcoin-backed asset on Cardano. Let's see. Ada Whale believes 3 narratives might drive Cardano's next bull market: DeFi, governance, and scaling. So look out for these. Love Cardano Whale, one of my favorite people that follows me. I lost MC Hammer, folks. I don't know why MC Hammer quit following me. At one point, it was like it was my highest follow. MC Hammer, what happened? Come on, come back to. I will wear MC Hammer pants. I swear to God, I will order them on eBay, and I'll even dance if you follow me. So someone in MC Hammer's camp, get this video to him and say, hey man, you got to go follow DZ, DZ.eth, DZBTC. He used to. I don't know if he just started unfollowing all the NFT people. But Hammer time. Come on, man. Bring it back. Bring it back. I love some Hammer. You a Hammer fan?
Sure. Why not?
You could only listen to one artist rest of your life, MC Hammer or Vanilla Ice.
Oh, man. I think I'm taking MC Hammer over Vanilla.
I think I would too. I think I would too. I think the melodies would live longer than like MC or Vanilla Ice's hard lyrics, you know. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Oh, my God. Oh my God, did you hear that? It was so good. All right, let's see. Let's move on here. Bitcoin World. KuCoin's Twitter account briefly compromised. Attacker walks away, surprisingly, only $22,000 richer. It's a popular exchange, and on the 21st, its handle got hijacked for about 45 minutes. Fake activity on the account resulted in a minor asset losses for a few customers, totaling about $22,000. Despite the incident, KCS, they had a minor reaction to the intrusion, trading down only 1.5% on the day at $8. On the other hand, it's dropped 11% in the last week, which is consistent with the overall trend of crypto markets. The Twitter handle could have been an inside job, albeit this hypothesis has yet to be confirmed or refuted. So that's good. That means we're evolving. We're back to DZ's lesson. Guys, we are evolving. We're getting a little bit smarter. I think if this happened in 21, it would have been a lot more. Not Bitcoin is a higher price, but it would have been a lot more than $22,000, I feel. So the fact that only 22, and yes, I'm saying only 22,000 got stolen, it means we are potentially maturing. Hey, we can get the likes of 2K. You wear those pants for some likes. Hey, I'll wear it for 2,000 likes too. Where are we on the likes?
We're at 775 right now. So 3,700 watching. We definitely could get to 2,000 if everybody stopped what they're doing and smash that like button.
Stop. Collaborate. All right. Memecoin Frenzy cools as Dogecoin and Pepe slip. Wider market conditions have brought meme coins down to earth over the past week after a frenzy of trading here. the frog theme Pepe token, which saw one lucky buyer turn $250 into an on-paper profit of over $1 million. I think they only had 200K in liquidity.
Yeah.
I was like doing a little deep dive on that. And they shed 30% of its value from its peak on 420 and is down 13% on the day, according to CoinGecko. It started the 17th with a massive surge led by Pepe, in the resulting Memecoin Frenzy saw high trading volumes snarling up the ETH network. I saw that one early, getting ready for the cruise. Where I would have got in at, I could have 3x'd.
Yeah.
And so I feel a little upset about missing that one. I follow a lot of meme coin people on Twitter. Is probably about the best place for alpha. If you're not watching wallet activity, that's probably the second best would be on Twitter.
I think Ben, I want to say it was Pepe and Ginsler. I think Ben flipped Pepe for a couple, like 2 or 3 ETH, and then same on Ginsler.
I wouldn't have done multiple ETH. I would have been like a 0.1, 0.2 guy. But hey, you know, 0.2 into 0.6 or maybe even 0.5 after fees and liquidity issues. Hey, that's music to my ears there. All right. A similar trend occurred in the start of 23 when Bong on Solana Surge turned a $1,000 airdrop into $122,000 in the space of 1 week. You know who got that airdrop?
Easy.
Johnny.
Oh.
Johnny did. I didn't get it. I actually didn't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't just overall Solana. It was specific Solana NFTs. And
Yeah.
the ones that I had wasn't on there, though. So, mad lads. Yeah, I felt like a mad lad on that. Per on Cardano. Hey, I feel like it's perfect because it's growing as intended. Slowly but surely, slow and steady wins the race. We have our own Cardano expert in the background. He's looking at TJ's control board right now, but you know what he sees? What Neo sees, ones and zeros. But guess what? It's all in Plutus. All right, BJ, nah, nothing. A little smirk. He's happy. All right, let's see. Are we ready for a stake mention? All right. Guys, I gambled over the week. I was on a cruise. I did a little bit of slots. I did a little bit of 21. Very, very small amount of roulette. Walked away even on roulette, down on slots and down on blackjack. But you know what I did? I was waiting on Kat to finish getting ready. You know, not a big surprise. I think guys can get done a little bit quicker than females. I started gambling on stake. We turned $350 into $1,100.
Let's go.
While on vacation. So all those losses, like, kind of won it back, but I didn't really look at it that way. I was like, all right, well, I'm down, but now I'm up. All right, let's just go be a DJ. And then I like lost it all. Then I've like lost a little on stake. But yeah, felt good about that. Felt good about that.
All right, everybody. Yeah, stake's a lot of fun. Here we go.
All right, CT Minute brought to you by Stake. Again, we're going to throw a throwback here. Me and Kat here. This is first day. I think it's first day of the cruise, second day, something like that. Yeah, we're not sunburnt yet. So this is first on the cruise. I'm going to get back to tweeting, guys. You know, I was on the cruise. I don't want to just spend my time on the phone there. All right, first, I want to share this. The old Twitter management allowed the U.S. government to spy. I might need a refresh. I think I got one or two more. Okay. Yeah, okay. Old Twitter management allowed the U.S. government to spy on users' activity in DMs illegally, yet more people are angry about the $8 who expose the corruption than you see people about being illegally spied on. That is, you see people dunking on, oh, $8, it sucks. But then he exposes all this corruption and it is cricket. So why are they mad about that but not the other thing?
Great point. Great point.
Does not make any sense. Yeah. All right, data from downtown. This is just, I love when you see, I've never thought about this data set, but this is a huge, huge insight in what's happening into the big cities when it comes to commercial real estate. Data from downtown show that cell phone activity is at 31% of pre-pandemic levels. New York, 74%, Chicago, 50%, and Boston at 54%. So implications for retail, restaurants, and office. I don't think I've ever seen a year-over-year cell phone activity in a downtown area as far as any kind of metric for economic activity. It's pretty smart, though, right?
Yeah, it is really smart. Obviously, it's a way to track not just who lives there, but who traffics through there on a regular basis. So, yeah, that is so. Basically, moral of the story: economic activity in downtown city centers trending down.
Down, and it's not looking good. DZ went from wearing the green suit, eating hot peppers, to having a girlfriend. Congrats, man. Brokoshi, thank you. Thank you very much. We can all do it. All it takes is for Chainlink. All right, let's see. Here's just people being stupid when it comes to Cardano. In one sentence, these gigabrains discuss how large language models will continue getting better at attacking smart contract vulnerabilities. And then in the next sentence, ridicule Cardano's rigorous, secure, formal verification design choices. One transaction per block because UTXO is messed up. I love competition that is so ignorant that they don't even know that they are lying. We've seen these people just continually misrepresent Cardano. I think that's just another great example. Cardano Whale and Charles Hoskin, they do a really good job of exposing these people for being stupid or liars. I'll let you decide what you think they're being. All right, here. This is just a little bullish news here. I've been trading NFTs for over 5 years, have extremely high confidence. We'll see another mania that is even more maniacal than the last one. If you disagree, you are wrong. I agree with that. Do you agree with that?
What we'll see when did it say when?
Just over 5 years.
Oh, yes.
Wait a minute. No, just probably the next one, probably with the next Bitcoin.
Yeah, for NFT specifically. Yeah, I agree. I think that was just a kind of a precursor to what's coming next time.
This is just a funny one. Let's see. All right, here we go. Please stop making threads.
Lower. Oh, yeah.
Here are my top 10 reasons why I can't do that finger. That's just great. That's a really, really good one. Filter, only 555. I'm going to make sure Ben has one for his ape. I'm going to make sure Justin has one for his ape. So appreciate Mark setting us up with that. And also, we had that team member do a great job on ATB. This one, just all right. And then we'll end it with this one. We love Tom Crown. And again, you think of Litecoin, think of Tom Crown. All right, billionaires, Musk in particular, spaffed $3 trillion on this rocket. It blew up within 240 seconds. If this doesn't convince you that we must tax the billionaire class, nothing will. I like how it had a context. No, this is for a contract to land on the moon. Has nothing to do with this flight, the cost of this launch. No. Tom Crown, troll response. Elon just has expensive taste. It was on 420. Clearly, you didn't understand the prank. Live Tom. Tom, that was pretty funny. Good stuff there, Tom. So make sure you follow Tom.
I saw Eric made a good comment on that as well. Voorhees basically said, NASA spends trillions of dollars and doesn't even have any rockets. So there's that.
Hey, they sent people. All right, have you seen Bruce Willis in Armageddon? Okay, they saved humanity. I don't want to hear that nonsense.
Oh, man.
We watched that. Me and Kat watched that. You know what we're going to watch tonight? And I almost regret saying this. It's one of my mother's favorite movies. And there's a docudrama about this particular individual on Netflix right now. Whitney Houston.
Okay.
What's the quintessential Whitney Houston movie? Starring in Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston,
Fatal Attraction,
The Bodyguard. So I was like, oh my gosh, he had never seen it. I was like, we got to watch it. And I was like, oh God, do I want to watch The Bodyguard? So we're going to watch The Bodyguard. I'll let you know how it goes if it holds up. One of my favorite. Can we get a price prediction for ADA in May, high and low? I don't think we can get above 50% or 50 cents. I don't think we get below 30 cents. So between 30 and 50, I know that's a huge, huge window, but that's what I would say. Real quick, before we get to Kelly. Oh, wait, no, that's after. Let's just get to Kelly, baby.
Let's get to Kelly. On chain with Kelly. Here we go. Kelly, what you got?
What's up? I'm wearing this nice new merch. Morel's been working on all this stuff, man.
It's the orange one, but you know what is also orange and we got from NASA? Tang.
Hey,
so big shout out to Tang. Thank you, NASA, for Tang.
It's that orange drink, baby. Give me the purple.
Yeah, I want the Sunny D. All right, what do we got, man? But that is just so sharp. I just had a shit.
Well, I wanted to point out a couple things. You all were talking about that 20K level. I'm going to kind of tie this in with technical analysis and on-chain. This is a chart that I put out several months ago, just outlining different spots where smart money buys and, I don't want to call it dumb money, but retail gets brought in by all the mainstream news that comes out once we get these very fast price action movements like we saw in 2021 into 2022, or 2021 here, and then this time into 2022, when all the news media is just pumping the hope for the retail to come in and buy the top of these areas. These people don't have conviction. They're buying, hoping that they can take advantage of this, not realizing, but by nature of buying at these levels, emotionally charged, that they are contributing to the weakness of those levels. And so one of the main points that I try to talk about on the, in BitLab Academy and on the BitLab daily stream is we want to get as far away from emotional trading and more data driven rather than being held hostage by our emotions and being excited about price levels. Ignore the price. The price should only be something that gives you a tool to set a target for whether it's stop losses, entries, or exits. But the data is what really gives you the opportunity. And I mapped out this possibility of what I thought was likely going to be the price action going into the halving and then post-halving. And we can see this is exactly where we've gone, exactly as expected, right here at that 30K, 31K level. And the golden pocket from this to this level would be right at that level you were talking about, TJ and DZ, that $20,500, $21,000, if we were to come all the way back down here. I don't necessarily think that's going to be the case. The point here is the structure, this sort of pullback. Now, coming over to some of the what's going on right now, well, we can see this is from Will Clemente, who I'm actually having a conversation with tomorrow. I'm going to try.
Awesome.
I'm going to
Will Clemente.
try to bring him on the shows here. Is that we had a large
great baseball playing fan.
Oh yeah. Large increase in open interest, which is essentially derivatives, futures, all the leverage traders, while price action was going sideways. And this is mostly positive open interest in terms of longs. And so this pullback is needed. You can't have 60% of the market trading on leverage long. So what's happening right now is okay. Now diving into what's going on right now, there is some hope around these levels. Right now, we're having the stronger-handed considered people, the long-term holders. We see a sharp increase in supply right here on this dip, as opposed to this $25,000 level where long-term holders were selling to weak-handed short-term holders. Now it's inverse. We can see that on this chart, and then coming over to this right here, you can see this this green spike here. Long-term holders, supply increasing. Now you see right here, the short-term holders are actually selling to long-term holders, which is kind of an interesting change in dynamic for the market. So there is some bullishness that goes with that. However, with all the stuff considering what's going on in the market, there is still a looming bearish, not even a cloud. It's just, it's not even a cloud. It's more like when you walk outside and there's so much fog, you can't see 20 feet in front of you. Is it nice? Is it not? You don't know. You can't see anything, right? But I guarantee you the sky above that fog is blue. And so we need to be aware of that. Now, looking at this is one more bullish potentiality. Anytime we've broken above the short-term holders realized price, this is the green flag here. Purple is when we broke above the hope zone here, the capitulation or hope. Capitulation would be on the way down. Hope would be on the way up. Once we've broken above these levels, we've seen not only the strong price action, but continued price action. This may look small, but this was about a 300 to 400% move from here to there. So similarly, right here, this was the beginning after the global economic shutdown, March 2020. Back here, this is the 2015 cycle. And I think that we're going to have something a little more similar than the 2015 cycle than the 2019 cycle, because we're finding a lot of resistance at this bull floor band. Now, the last thing I'll share here is, where is it at? We had a lot of supply and profit. It got all the way over 70% supply and profit. When the market is that profitable and so many people are making money, at some point, people start to get wind of that and they take profit. Now, if as bullish as I've shown some of those charts, we always have to look at things in context. And now this is not Bitcoin, this is traditional assets, but this is smart money betting big on the downside. This is the increase of puts on the traditional markets, on the SPX. And we can see, now this has been up here and had some continued price action to the upside, but if anything, it's always been a setup for the start of a bearish trend. And with the FOMC meeting coming up in the matter of a couple of weeks, we got to pay attention to this. So with that, make sure you come over to BitLab Academy. Check us out every day, 10 a.m. We got the new courses, the new website. Nice. All this stuff will be being launched while I am here in Atlanta. I leave May 5th. So go over to bitlabacademy.com. Sign up today. It's still the old site, because if you sign up today or before we launch all the updates, you get to keep the current price of BitLab Academy for the life of your account, rather than have to pay the updated fees or the updated cost, which it will be going up a little bit when we launch this. You can use BitSquad 15 as well for an additional 15% off.
Love it. Love it. Always a great time, man. And again, make sure you give me Cardano address. I want to give you a JPEG junkie, man. I appreciate you watching the puppers.
I appreciate you, man.
I have to get the dogs on the timeline. I got to get a Twitter post, so then you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, Athena and Tide, of the two dogs, which was your favorite? Which one was the evil one?
Well, first up, I didn't know their names for the first 4 days I was there.
Okay, my fault.
And then I saw the note that Kat wrote, and it was on the very top right. I was just calling them Dog 1 and Dog 2.
Whatever's clever.
Dog 2 was my favorite, but I regularly
The
confused.
Husky or the Doberman?
They're both awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is Dog 2 though? The Husky or the Doberman?
The Husky.
The Husky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Athena's a smart one. Yeah, that's the one that likes
But they're
me.
awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome dogs. All right, awesome time, Kelly. Appreciate it. That sharp merch. You're about to see him walk behind me. Looking, there's no one better to rock it than this guy right here. He's going to do the hammer, guys. This is the guy who needs to wear the pants. He wears the pants in this relationship for sure. All right, great stuff there. All right, are you ready for a free giveaway? People like free stuff, right? Do you like free stuff? If you want some free stuff, how about free tickets to Bitcoin Miami? We're giving them away. We don't have too much time. It's thanks to our friends at BitGet, and it's going to be 2 tickets. Now, it's not travel expenses, but these tickets I think are $899 or something like that. So,
and we drew the winners this morning. Do you have the names there in front of you?
The names in front of me. Do I have them? I do not. There is no sheet. We'll try to get in on that. So, hey, we're going to be announcing the winners pretty soon.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, go ahead and we can run that down real quick. And
winners, if I click it here, all winners drawn.
There you go.
All right, we got it. Is these 2 people right here?
Yeah, read. Try to just read the names off because I don't want to show the emails.
Okay, Nicholas T. Haddon and Andrew Schumann.
Right.
Nicholas Haddon, Andrew Schumann. Good thing with the
Yeah, so perfect. We will be emailing out promo codes that will give you that you just go to the Bitcoin the Bitcoin 2023 or the Bitcoin conference website. Put those promo codes in. You'll get a general admission ticket for $0.00, and we will get those sent out later today. So congratulations to those 2 winners.
Awesome. All right. Both the good old US of A, it looks like. So awesome stuff. All right, I think we have a guest coming on for NFT Corner.
We do.
Let's see, Witters, aka Land Whisker. I don't know if like a cat whisker, a seal whisker.
Can you hear?
All right, I am stuck. Yes. How are you doing, Witters?
I'm doing well. GM darlings, it's just a pleasure to be here, just in general.
All right, I see you have the Utes. We're big friends of 0x Stacker. I think he has the Wall Street Utes. Were you in the Utes system early? You got the crown. That's one of the good ones. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I minted that Ute. I actually have it listed. For a couple of reasons, mainly because I didn't really enjoy the arbitrage on the holders for the NFT NYC shenanigans that went down. And I'm not a partier. I'm a meemaw. It's not that frat lifestyle isn't necessarily for me. So I have it listed for those reasons. So you can usurp the crown. You can take that. You can get it on about any stage that you would want to. But yeah, it is listed. It's been my whole identity for a hot minute, for sure.
All right. Well, now changing of the guard. All right. Well, I'm looking at your Twitter account right here, and it says artist muralist in Appalachia. All right. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I live in the middle of nowhere. My closest neighbor are just deer and bears. So I have just really fell in love with Web3 for that reason. Just having the ability to reach and talk to so many different and really cool friends. I consider all of my followers friends, and I've just built up through spaces just like a great rapport with a bunch of different people in the space, and I really enjoy just hanging out on Twitter Spaces. I spend most of my day there, and I really fell in love with that whole thing. But I'm currently at my gallery that is in the mountains of North Carolina, and foot traffic isn't that great, so I'm just reaching out. I mean, as an artist, you have to find different revenue streams for sure. And NFTs is something that I'm entertaining. I normally talk about shitcoins and, I don't know if can I cuss?
It's okay. We do sometimes say S-Coins. Yeah, I see on your Twitter account, Bra, are you even in S-Coins? Ben did say something, you're kind of into this late meme coin craze. Are there any, and now we're seeing a little bit of a pullback. A lot of the money's leaving the meme coin system. Do you think that we're going to see new meme coins emerge to take some of that cash, or is it going to be the ones that popped out a month ago, a few weeks ago, and maybe they'll have another run? What's your prediction on that?
Oh goodness, I hope that there's more. I'm more of like an in and out trader. I do not, I don't look back as soon as I exit my position. So it's more like I'll just wait for the new cryptocurrency. Like I'll just look at the like either Bird Eye or Dex Tools and see what new cryptocurrencies are. I don't know if I can just like share, but I one of my goals were to get plastic surgery, and so I started trading altcoins in July of last year, and I started out with $500, and I ended up getting around about 13K with my altcoin trading. So I'm heavily into that. NFTs are a little bit harder. The human psychology behind NFTs is something that is very hard to predict. But with meme coins, if anything is like in the current meta or has, those trigger words like AI, finance, Pepe, obviously, any kind of like Shiba or Tama or Doge, any of those, like buzzwords that those altcoins can have in their title. I'm a sucker for them. I'll be honest.
Yeah. I mean, we like 26 X's around here as well. Now, as of now, what is your favorite meme coin? If you had just $50 to gamble with, we're not saying, put a whole ETH in this, but if you're to gamble around with $50, what's the meme coin calling your name right now?
Ooh, I did CEO Doge the other day. Absolute, I completely got wrecked in that, and that was just a dumb decision to actually do. But I would probably buy I'm trying to accumulate things that are ISO 222. I think that is the what they're calling it. So I'm looking at like Quant, Rose, in anything that is actually going to move the space forward and actually use the technology, right? So that'd be cool if we can actually use this amazing blockchain technology and just make humanity an easier place to be.
No, that's good. It's something we encourage here. If you do make some meme coin profits, put it into some that, maybe has a little bit more longevity. Quan, I do like Quan, and the ISO narrative is a strong narrative where institutional money might be, interested in that. Well, it's great having you on. Anything else you wanted to share while we have you on here?
Yeah, so I just went on a whirlwind tour, essentially, of the East Coast. I'm a street artist outside of just like regular, like traditional canvas. And I have been doing street art installations in Miami. Then I drove from Miami to New York, and
did we lose her?
Of those. Yeah, that's all. That's all my work.
Yeah. Looking at it, looks good. Is that the cocaine bear?
Thank you.
I saw a paw near his nostril. I didn't know what was happening there.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm actually dropping an NFT collection on Saturday that it's directly correlated with all of my street art and the stop motion that I illustrated for the AR integrations of those specific murals. And that's what's going to make up the collection. So those stop motion frames that I've done, and there will be burn mechanics for physical items. And so the collection size is small, but it could definitely get much smaller, and just trying to create a cool collection. Number one, that kind of just showcases the breadth of what I can do as an artist, but also a cool collection in the sense of like you can trade it. And I mean, I'm not one of those artists that like you buy it and I want you to have it for, the longevity of your life. I want you to trade it. I want you to make money. And that's why I have royalties at 0.69% for the culture. and I just hope that it's a fun opportunity for everybody.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much. If you want to, Witters, great having you on. Yeah, if you want to follow her, Witters at Land Whisker. So appreciate that. Witters, you have a good one.
You too.
Thank you. Yeah, and so we got it right here at Land Whisker. Can't miss it if you want to learn more about that drop on Saturday. All right. Well, we have another section brought to you by Stake, and that is right. It is the XRP moment, everybody. Who likes XRP? I know some people like XRP. If you like XRP, hit that like button. If it was accidentally the first coin you ever bought like me, also hit that like button. All right. Ripple plans to help 3.7 billion people. Here is how. That's a lot of people, TJ. That's like half the globe.
That is a lot.
Maybe more. All right. Blockchain-based fintech company Ripple has announced plan to help over 3.7 billion people who are either unbanked or underbanked around the world. In a tweet released on Earth Day, the company believes that the global climate crisis is one of the most pressing challenges of the century, and that blockchain innovation and carbon markets can assist in achieving global environmental goals. They see one solution to the problem as providing low-cost and always-on money transfers in emerging markets and creating a central bank digital currency platform for governments working to improve financial inclusion. They believe its XRPL, which is the XRP ledger, is the world's first blockchain to be carbon neutral, and its framework has the potential to provide green cryptocurrency solutions and more productive carbon markets. The company has set a goal of achieving neutrality by 2030, if not sooner, by reducing emissions using green energy and investing in inventive carbon removal projects. They want to, they know where the money's at. They know the money's at, this ESG style narrative, and they got to play the game. And we always say, look, it is a banker's coin, and that is part of the appeal to some people. And if they want to be a banker's coin, they got to play the banker's games. Sam Bankman-Fried said it best. These are the stupid games as woke Westerners play, because it's what is expected. And so I think it's maybe along the same lines as that. I don't think people use XRP because a tree is planted every time, you send 10 transactions, but it is going to be needed, and it is an important aspect of cryptocurrency, especially as the energy FUD is going to be hitting another wave and another wave. Just wait for the next halving cycle. It'll all be in the news, and I'm sure they'll turn the halving into some sort of biblical plague style event where, oh my God, it used to be $15,000 of electricity to make a Bitcoin. Now it's $30,000 of electricity. And then they're going to do the equivalent. Oh, that could power 1,700 smart homes in Norway that use geothermal for 87 years apiece. And, they'll come out with some moon math. So expect to see it. It will be happening. And I think XRP, they're just kind of playing those games for better or worse. I did have to talk someone out of, at the table, we had BitBoy cruise dinners. And someone thought XRP was going to hit $589.
No.
I had to tell him my opinion on why I thought that was a little bit of a high target.
Yeah.
And then he told me his reasoning for it. And the other people at the table said, that was exactly what I expected. I felt like I got the DZ show front row ticket. Thank you very much. After that person left. And I can't remember that person's name. This was a nice guy. He just, he was very, very bullish on the banking failures.
Yeah.
But he was also bullish on America's ability to roll out a very streamlined CBDC in like 24 months. And I was like, you can't be like, oh my God, America's like the worst country. We're so inept, but then we're so superior when it comes to like rolling out. Like, are we inept? Or are we like super, super smart? And he was like, trying to make the scenario where we're both. And I was just like, well, you just got to be consistent in what you think the government's able to do. I don't know. There's just my 2 cents. All right, we got to wrap it up. We still got a DZ lesson here. And one more Ripple story. head of public policy, urges the U.S. to learn from the EU and the U.K. On April 21st, Ripple's head of public policy, Susan Friedman, warned that the absence of such regulations drives activity offshore, ultimately hindering the monitoring of illicit and criminal activities. This, she noted, directly contradicts the goals of critics. She praised the EU's progressive approach to cryptocurrency regulation on the 20th, highlighting the contrast with the U.S.'s emphasis on enforcement over clarity. She expressed excitement for Ripple's growth in the European market. In a tweet on the 29th of 23, she questioned the SEC's resource allocation as more than 50% of its staff is devoted to examinations and enforcement. She argued that this focus on enforcement is detrimental to markets and capital formation in the U.S., urging Congress to scrutinize their budget requests. I agree with 100% of that. We don't want just regulation through enforcement. We want clarity. You know, Brian Armstrong, he's probably the best actor in this space in America when it comes to trying to work with the regulators, extends an olive branch and they slap his hand. In fact, you ever seen those ring cam videos where you see someone like reaching in through the mail slot trying to grab the doorknob and someone just comes in and whacks them with the baseball bat? That's what they're doing. They're saying, yeah, fumble around for the doorknob, and then they club us in the back of the head in the dark. And it's not exactly a fun experience when some of these people are running multiple billion-dollar corporations. I can imagine that the pressure that they're feeling and the urging that they're having to move overseas. And we can't have them move overseas because we'll lose our dominance to the just global financial system, to the tech sector, and across the board, because cryptocurrency is going to permeate all of these things. I'm going to end with a DZ lesson. What do you think about that, TJ?
I like it. I'm into it.
DZ lesson 148. We're not going numerical.
Yeah.
And today's lesson is on evolution. And I'm not talking about Charmander, but I kind of am in a way. Evolution is basically means become a better version of yourself. And how do you become a better version of yourself? You do that through trials and tribulations. You do that by getting out of your comfort zone. That means breaking the wheel. That means, maybe getting off the couch. That means maybe doing something that you're not comfortable doing. That means doing something that may lead to failure. And failure to me isn't failure. Failure to me means learning. And this could be a good lesson for you too, because it is okay to fail. It is okay to have egg on your face. What is not okay, it's not okay to not try, because you got to keep making a better version of yourself every day. Every day, if you do that, you're going to be a better version. You keep stacking skills, you keep stacking crypto, you keep leveling up your life, your finances, your health, your wealth, your relationships. You're going to be a better version. I'm just going to end with this. If you cannot evolve, you cannot survive in an ever-changing environment. And nothing is changing more rapidly than crypto. So if you don't evolve, you're going to get left behind. So let's all evolve together. Let's all be a Charizard. That's all I got. Smash that like button. DZ out.